I think it's funny how people are losing their jobs because they're celebrating someone's death. You can't be evil and employed.
Kelly Keegan here is a school nurse for the Easton Area School District. She is being investigated now, and I don't care. Still continue to call and let them know that she needs to be fired. But from what I've seen in this article, they're giving her the choice starting tomorrow morning. Either step down and go your separate ways, or you will be fired and there will be consequences. But, you want my honest opinion? She doesn't deserve a choice. She doesn't. So you should have thought about that before you got on here and said the things that you said about Charlie, his wife, and his kids. Especially when you're a school nurse, someone that's supposed to protect kids. See, Kelly, I'm not the only one that's left voicemails. Thousands have already left voicemails. So I promise you, without a doubt, tomorrow morning, whether you step down or not, you will not be employed at the Easton Area School District. Period.
Back. I have the best news ever.
What? Donald Trump died?
Second best news.
The vice president died?
Okay, third best news.
That Elon Musk died?
Okay, no. Nobody died. My best friend's getting married.
Which one is it?
Taylor Swift! Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got engaged!
I don't even know if this is fake, but by the reaction of the kids, it doesn't seem fake. And they're saying that it's like liberals' kids. Why would they celebrate that? And why would your best friend be somebody online or on TV singing that you never met?
You just take it? What the fuck are you supposed to do when you get fired? You just take it? You just take it like a man? I'm unemployed. What am I supposed to do now? Do I go home and goon? Like, guys, what do I do? Like, actually, like, what do you do when you get fired? What's the next step? Do you look for, obviously you look for a job, but like, I got no income now. I spent my last $300 on a parking ticket. That was on me. I did let it sit a little bit. It was like a $30 parking ticket. It went up to $300. I really don't want to talk about it, but what am I supposed to do, guys? Oh my god. This you know when they say like once you get to a point in adulthood where it's not enjoyable. I don't know who said adulthood was enjoyable. I'm just kind of, but like, what am my gas? I haven't got enough for gas, guys. Oh my god, what am I? Is this what I can't do this? I'm supposed to do this for the rest of my life? Like I can't. What am I supposed to do, guys? Please, someone put financial tips. Oh my god.
The fact that you don't pay your bills, that you know you did something wrong, does say a lot more about your ability to say something about Charlie Kirk and not expecting a reaction.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but now y'all want to rewind it? Y'all want to go back? Y'all want to turn the temperature down? Why? Is it too hot now? Is it too much for y'all? Did you not realize who you were actually fucking with?
Fascist. And he is a fascist to his core.
We've left y'all alone. We let you live in your loony fucking world, all in your own thing, doing your own thing. So for y'all to come after somebody who literally was the only one open to talking to you, you've clearly, now all of a sudden, now you want to talk? You made it abundantly clear that the time for talking is done. We don't want to talk no more.
And that is fighting back. We're just going to tell people, hey, you're saying this online and I think it's unacceptable, even if you're left or right. It was unacceptable.
No, please! No!
Hey dumbass, if you're gonna make a video making fun of Charlie Kirk after being murdered and then post it, being stupid enough to film it in your own classroom, maybe edit out the lanyard with your school's name on it in the background. TikTok, do your thing. I want a pink slip on this host's desk by Monday.
He was a monster and his wife and kids are better off without him, as is the rest of the world. Hopefully her next partner will respect women and children. And then the school cleared their name. This is not the teacher at our school. She is a substitute and has been banned from returning. She is in Jacksonville, Florida, where the governor said teacher who do what she did will not teach in Florida. And now they pulled her license from the freaking state. I don't wish this to anybody, but then again, I don't wish somebody to normalize celebrating death. Remember to subscribe.
This one was just sent to me. It was posted 2 hours ago. I'm going to share the complete 56 seconds.
To be honest, I don't really care if anybody who is a white supremacist gets sniped. I hope all of them get sniped. I hope more of them get sniped. I hope they come and burn their homes down to the ground. Like, honestly, it could have been worse. It should have been worse. Why not just wipe out the whole bloodline? Wipe it out. Remove them from play, because people are really like upset that we don't feel empathy. I'm following in his footsteps. He told us not to feel empathy and that it wasn't wrong and all this and that and this, that, and the third. I agree with him. I don't have empathy. He's right. Empathy makes you weak, and I definitely do not have empathy for my political enemies and people who go against my human rights. It's that simple. You wanted to play stupid games. You won a stupid prize. Eternal nap. Good luck next time.
It's like being conservative is like the new N-word. You call somebody N-word, they can't control their energy. They see a conservative, they can't control their mouth. Let me show you something that Poor Man Podcast found.
The right has now decided to use the technique that the left's been using for the past 10 years, and that is, as a mob, calling people's jobs and getting them fired. One thing I notice about the right that's a little bit different than the left is when the right does finally come together, which takes a long time. Maybe it's because they believe in like individualism. When the right does tend to come together, they are extremely organized. They are so organized that they have a website now that started on Twitter and now is really manifested. Somebody really put all this stuff together. It's called Expose Charlie's Murderers. Now, on this website, you can make new submissions, but so far they have over 30,000 submissions of people who mocked Charlie Kirk's death on social media. And when they have a person on here, they have their phone number. They have as much information as they can get. They'll get your name. They'll get the city you live in. They'll get the company you work for. They'll get the phone number of the company you work for. They'll get the email address of the company you work for. And anybody that gets more information on you can submit. They get screenshots of things that you said on social media, whether it be your Instagram story, videos of your TikTok, Facebook post, wherever it may be, any information that they can get and post it on this website. This is what people have been doing. It says here, this website will soon be converted into a searchable database. Because as of now, you have to scroll. So whoever's at the top of the list, I know they're just getting absolutely ratioed and destroyed because they're at the top. Whoever comes on the website, that's the first person they see. That's probably the first person they're going to call. But it says that this is going to be converted into a searchable database of over 30,000 submissions filtered by general location and job industry. This is a permanent and continuously updated archive of radical activists calling for violence. This is the largest firing operation in history. You can make a submission. You can make donations to the website, and here you go. You can start scrolling, and there are just lists of people who are, and obviously screenshots of things that they've said about Charlie Kirk's death, the mocking of his death, and it's just essentially an endless list of professionals, police officers, people that are lawmakers, mayors. It's all kinds of people.
But it also makes me think that if I was a psychopath and I wanted to get some attention, I would be very happy with this. But at the same time, we've reached a point that people feel comfortable saying this. Like, how did we reach that? It was never okay.
Good morning, all. This is a post for Miss Megan Freena. I saw the video you made. Class act, by the way. Let's check it out.
Let's all join hands and bow our heads in thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk. Thoughts and prayers for Charlie Kirk.
Could just be me, but who knows? But mocking the death of a man with 2 children and a wife doesn't seem too family-oriented, which seems to be the whole shtick that your husband's electrical company is based on. I believe it's called Evolution Electrical out of Oceanside, California. Am I right? And here's where a guy gets curious, as I'm blue collar myself. Let's see what that smug little smile got you guys. Ooh! Oh. Thoughts and prayers for your everlasting slow season. Good job.
This is Justice for Charlie Kirk. Say hello to Marissa Rodriguez from Deer Park, Texas. And just in case you're wondering what wise words she had to say, watch this.
And may you have the day you deserve. Some of us already have. If only I could find information as to who you are, because one of the individuals that commented on that post thought you were Melissa Rodriguez. Until I seen this on Twitter. Marissa Rodriguez. Same tag, same everything. Just a lot younger in 2015. And the reason why I know that is you, because you obviously don't look the same, is because you're wearing those exact glasses one video earlier than the demonic laugh video that I'm referring to. Crazy how even after you and your husband's business, which I had to verify if that was really your husband, and it was, because you also had a picture of him on your TikTok. What would we do? I mean, if I could just find the address to where you work, at least for the time being. If only there was a number available for us to make calls and to demand your employment be terminated. I wish no physical harm to individuals like you. That's your game. Our game? We are the voice of the Charlie Kirks today. This is the justice for Charlie. And we won't stop until every Democrat, every individual that spews what you spew meets the consequences that you deserve. But don't worry. We'll send you our thoughts and prayers. And if you haven't smashed that follow button already, make sure you do, because there's going to...
People are making new TikTok accounts, getting millions of followers because they like to see people getting caught. Like, freedom of speech is an amazing thing, but it wasn't supposed to spew literally hatred that you say others people were spewing, not as comfortable as now.
So there are numerous stories of teachers and people associated with schools of various types who are getting canceled, meaning fired, for saying horrible things about essentially being happy or saying it was justified that Charlie Kirk got assassinated. What do you think about that? That people are losing their jobs all over the place. Well, let me tell you the thing that is most shocking about that. The most shocking thing is that the people who spoke out that way believed they wouldn't get fired.
I don't want to laugh, but it's just so stupid.
I think they were all surprised, which means they've been living entirely within a bubble in which they thought other people would agree with that. Are you kidding me? They thought they were in the bubble of reality where, let's say that Hitler was an American and he died. Would you feel bad about saying, thank God Hitler died? No, you wouldn't, because you would assume that almost every single person would agree with you. So it would be easy to say that. These people are saying it in public for the world to see, as if that's what a normal person would think. How hypnotized would you have to be?
If somebody actually thinks you're Hitler, by the way you speak alone, you are far off.
A few moments later.
I just had to block all of my friends because they just have such different political beliefs from me, and I thought that we were the type of friends who would live together someday after college and like stay in touch no matter what, and I thought these were the people that I would spend my life with and grow old next to. These were the people who saved my life on multiple different occasions, and I just don't know if I can continue being friends with them because of this. I just don't know. I dropped out of school for these people.
This is just my opinion. I think all these ladies through empathy are being psyoped and they have no idea what they're doing. They become more anxious, they become more desperate, they're cutting people off, but they believe in themselves so much they start believing legacy media.
He is a fascist to his
follow that path, disconnect themselves from their own people because you were celebrating unaliving people.
And I think we can't just be, well, Trump is always wrong, or that we're going to set the country on fire or whatever. That's just not true either, of course. But, you know, when I represent a state like Pennsylvania, that keeps you honest. And you always can't forget that a lot of Americans happen to disagree with you. That does not mean that they are fascists or now they want to shred the Constitution.
But when you hear some Democrats saying Trump is acting like an autocrat.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. If you actually compare him to an actual autocrat, that is not just that. Now, last night, for example, people were complaining. They were protesting about, oh, that's the Hitler thing. You just don't ever compare anyone to Hitler and those kinds of extreme things. And now look what happened to Charlie Kirk. I mean, you know, the man was shot. Now we have to turn the temperature down. It's like we can't compare people to these kinds of figures in history. And this is not an autocrat. This is a product of a democratic election.
So you don't think that Trump is at all shattering any of the norms of democracy in any way?
I'm saying he's definitely different, but that's what America voted for. Again, I don't agree with many of these things, but that does not make him an autocrat.
A lot of people used to laugh at Fetterman on how he looks. He doesn't look like a Democrat, and I think that's why I doubted him even more. And now I realize, man, you actually labeled this guy. This is actually a guy that makes sense.
I'm just really glad Charlie Kirk just got himself fucking shot, because he's right. Empathy is dangerous to society. So no one should give a fuck that he's dead. He said it. I'm just saying his words. All I'm doing is using his words. You can't be mad at me for using his words. Empathy is a new wave thing and is very problematic. You right. No empathy for you.
He just meant if you're going to get a job that can be dangerous, it should be about merit, not because of empathy. Get out.
I make videos like this, but I just got let go from the University of Florida as an employee. They didn't tell me why. There's all sorts of things I have to do now. But in the meantime, while I'm looking for a new job, there will be some more sim racing content, it looks like, and possibly even more Japanese content while I go to class. So stay tuned.
Growing calls to vacate his seat. Can you understand why they are calling for you to step down and asking you to resign?
I understand why they're saying that, but that's not something that I'm going to do.
Village of Palmetto Bay Council member Steve Cody says he's not going anywhere after the mayor put out a statement Thursday calling for him to step down. Cody is under fire over a social media post he made about the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The councilman deleted his post, but he wrote, "Charlie Kirk is a fitting sacrifice to our lords, Smith and Wesson. Hallowed be their names." The comment was over a graphic of the activist's 2023 remarks that it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year for Second Amendment rights. Why did you make the post?
It was ill thought out.
Cody made a new post Thursday titled, "I screwed up."
I regret because it was insensitive. I do think that there's a certain bit of irony in it, but it caused a lot of pain for people I know and people that I respect.
Several leaders and lawmakers are also weighing in on Cody's post and calling on him to resign. Cody says if he could go back, he'd do things differently.
I regret it, but, the best I can do is to apologize to those who I've hurt and vow to go forward and behave differently from this point.
Even if you say there is a cost with guns, there is a cost with smoking, this is a cost with flying, there's a cost with oils and that can give you cancer, there's a cost with everything. That was the point that Charlie was trying to make. Surprisingly, you didn't see that because you just watched a clip.
If the roles had been reversed, we would have had Antifa 2.0. Cities would be on fire. They burned down my street 5 years ago. They would have done that. And they're the ones accusing conservatives of hate. They're the ones whose words have turned into bullets. They're the ones why a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old no longer have their daddy. How do you explain that to a child? That their father is no longer going to come home because somebody happened to disagree with what he was saying. It's just completely incomprehensible to me, and conservatives from around the world, and it's not just in the United States, we see in the United Kingdom as well, across Europe, across the globe, people are coming together in prayer, not pitchforks. And that is a fundamental difference between the left and conservatives.
As you can see, we mourn different and we fight different.
Person out there who's planning on doing it, you know, the thing that we all wake up every day hoping we'll see in the news. And we're like, man, no one's done it yet. Keep going. Your plan, it's gonna work. If not, it'll inspire the next person. And we are all rooting for you. You have our support. You have our admiration. We might make a national holiday out of you. And I will definitely put money on your books. And if you're into this sort of thing, I'll write you some letters of the naughty sort, should you find yourself behind bars for it. But we're all rooting for you and hoping that you do it quickly and get away with it. Power to the people.
Lips of TikTok tagged the video, which means they have your information, and there is a high probability they put you on the Charlie Kirk list.
The two of Let's Make These People Famous for the vile comments they have made about Charlie Kirk's unaliving. I don't care what political party you are a part of, this is never okay. We have a lot of these, so buckle up. This is Melissa Cook, and she made this vile comment here saying he is a terrible human being. Terrible. I do not wish blank on anyone, but him not being here is a blessing. She works for this school district right here, CCSD Panthers. They have made this statement addressing it, but nothing has yet to be done about this woman. Pause to read. This one right here is Stasia Sumter. She allegedly works for the Knoxville Community School District, specifically at West Elementary. She is a special education teacher, and this is her profile. She made this comment here saying, I normally would say till I see you again, so since I never wish to see you again, to you, I say goodbye. Then made this comment here saying, bye-bye, a-hole. This is Zachary Stewart. He is the Assistant Director of Admissions at Hampshire College. They have actually made a comment about what he has said, just saying that his comment does not reflect their values. He said, I'll say this once about Charlie Kirk. The man was not going to say all of those words. I will never mourn the loss of a man like that, ever. The only people I feel bad for is his children, simply because they will have to reckon with the kind of person he was. He was a horrendous human being. To be honest, I can't say his name. I think it's Whiny Bullock. He made this comment today saying, America became greater today. There, I said it. He allegedly works for the Greenville County Schools. They have yet to make a statement about his comment. This is Gerald Burgett, I think. He is the lead writer for Suns the Phoenix Sports. And they have made a comment we'll look at, but he said, truly, I don't care if you think it's insensitive or poor timing or decline to respect an evil man who died. Too many of you are more concerned about being polite and appearing to be good people rather than showing some backbone and standing on principle to condemn hate. He also made these two comments here. Pause to read them. Phoenix Sports says, we have addressed this matter and with the individual and made the decision to part ways. There is a lot more where this came from, so stay tuned for part 3.
You know what's interesting? If the left was doing this so long, and now the right is doing it way better than you, it makes you think, why didn't you do it before? Maybe they were empathetic.
The pronouns was, were. Cause if you chat shit, you will get banned. Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, you piece of shit. Oh shit.
Yo, real quick. At no point during yesterday's show was Charlie Kirk's death celebrated. At no point whatsoever did we celebrate Charlie Kirk's death. I did call him a piece of shit. That much is true. But at no point was his death celebrated. If it was, go find me a quote, go find me something that proves that we were celebrating his death. You're not going to find it because it didn't happen. What did happen is one reporter that bought their ticket online came with the sole purpose of finding something to report, and after I called him a piece of shit and we played a song, they have written that up as a celebration. Not a celebration, isn't a celebration, wasn't a celebration. Calm down.
I have no words for people that can just flip like that and look at you.
Calm down.
You're the problem. Now.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Butta fire na mi blonde, kush hash, purple skunk, criollo, colombici, jam jam, turloqueta, verdetta, welcome.